Good morning! I'm Amy and this is A-Star Reads and I am in Vegas. And I'm starting a reading vlog where I'll be reading one of my HRCYED, hardest reading challenge you'll ever do, final books because I have 6 books I have to read to get HRCYED completed. Yesterday at the airport, I started Enormous Wings by Lori Frankel. And this is a book where a 77-year-old woman becomes pregnant. And that's basically the hugest draw of this. So I haven't actually read very much because yesterday was a whirlwind, as you probably saw in the opening clip. My friend Elisa is a huge BTS fan. And mind you, she and her friend Mary were trying to get me to be huge BTS fans as well. Last night was a great show. I was exhausted because I didn't get a lot of sleep the night before. So at first, the screaming, the fans were a little overwhelming. But once I started getting into it, we had such a blast. And at this point, my main bias is Hobie. That is my new reality, I guess. I'm still not sure I'm going to become ARMY, but I had a really good time and they were great performers. It was a really good performance. The audio wasn't great in that stadium. I'm hoping tonight, because we're going tonight, Elise is going like 4 times, but I'm hoping tonight the audio will be fixed a little bit because they said they've been in the stadium before when the audio's been better for other bands. So fingers crossed. I'm excited to read more of this, excited to find out how this lady gets pregnant and what exactly happens with that, and have more fun here in Vegas. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now, and I am exhausted, but having a wonderful time. I'm home. I'm home from my trip, and it was a great whirlwind weekend. I'm exhausted. I didn't end up getting in till 4 a.m. Well, my flight got in around 1:20, but by the time we got home, it was 4 a.m. So I slept in a little bit today, but not too much because I don't want to throw my schedule off. So we'll see if I'm able to go to sleep early enough tonight because I got to go to work tomorrow. But I took today off so I don't have to stress about going into work with little to no sleep. So I want to give you a little bit of an update because I really didn't have time on the trip to vlog. Like, I was able to vlog some B-roll, but not to vlog actual chatting with you and telling you how things are going. So it was a wonderful time. We went to 2 nights of BTS because my friend loves BTS that much. She's going to one more on Wednesday. And although I don't know if I'm going to be BTS Army because I'm not really that hardcore fan-ish for anything, I really, really enjoyed BTS. I really enjoyed their new album a lot. Actually, I'm kind of obsessed with their new album. And I can understand the fandom. It's really fun. They're so cute. They're so fun to watch. They're great performers. There's something to be said for this group of people that come together in such a fun, kind way to celebrate this band, this group. And I got some freebies. It was fun that people just make these freebies and give them out. Like, that was really just cute and sweet. There was so much about it that was lovely. We had some really great food, some delicious, delicious food. The very last day, right before I had to fly out, we went to Kote Steakhouse, something like that, Kote Steakhouse. And it was so good. It was a lot because I was still full from our lunch. But I ate and I enjoyed it. It was delicious. But yeah, I was like, whew, okay, I'm ready to go back home and give my stomach a bit of a break because I worked it out this weekend. I worked my little stomach out. So if you're BTS Army, let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what your favorite song is from the new album. I like a lot of them a lot. I definitely like Hooligan and Swim. Those are 2 standouts, obviously. I like Faya. Mom really liked 2.0, which 2.0 is great. There's so many great songs on that album. So I have been enjoying the whole album, which is cool because, you know, you don't always get albums where every single song on it is really good. And this is the case in this one. The songs are just great. They're great, one right after the other. So that's a lot of fun. And if you haven't heard it, even if you're not a BTS fan, I would recommend checking it out because it's a great album. So that was my BTS experience. And now I'm home and I'm exhausted. I'm so exhausted, but I'm happy to be home. I didn't tell you that I did get my nails. Did I tell you this? I got my nails done and they did a terrible, terrible job of it. I hate them. I hate my nails so much that I will probably go to my own nail person who normally does my nails and have her fix them because she made a weird shape. Like, they're not all the same shape. The cat eye has different levels of sparkle on each of them, and I didn't even really want cat eye, but she was like, well, for BTS you gotta add the cat eye, and so it changed the color. Like, this isn't supposed to be what the color is. And look at that ring finger, it looks so awful. And like I said, they're all different shapes. Some of them are this like square round, and then some of them are more the almond shape, which is what I like. I like more of the almond shape. And there's no rhyme or reason when it comes to the cat eye. They don't have a shape. Like, when she was doing the cat eye, they're all just kind of, it's wonky. And there's more glitter on this hand than there is the other hand. This is my other hand. This is more the shape that I like, although I even like it a little pokier. And then you got this one, which is awful. Like, that's a weird shape compared to the other ones. And I'm done complaining. And I know that it probably doesn't seem like a big deal to people who don't mind, but I'm used to getting my nails done now. And the only reason I got it done in Vegas was because for the last 2 weeks, I haven't had time to go get it done. The weekends have been completely full, and my nail place closes at 6, but I get off work at 6, so I can never get there by 6. These are my actual nails, so when I accidentally lift them, I'm lifting my nail off the nail bed, and that doesn't feel good. So I had to get them done, but if I had known it had been this bad, I would have put up with it for another 2 days. Yeah, I feel like I wasted money. I wasted money, and I don't like that feeling. Okay, now I'm done complaining. So let's talk about Enormous Wings by Lori Frankel. I'm almost at 50 pages in. I didn't do a ton of reading this weekend because it really was, we're going from here to there to here to there to do all these things. And so there wasn't a lot of downtime, and that's okay. That's totally fine. I did bring my book with me a couple of places and sat and read while I was waiting for Elisa to do like BTS merch and stuff like that. And so I did get time to read, and I'm having a fun time with it so far. It's really quirky and funny. There's this humor to it that I'm enjoying. And we've got our main character who is a 77... Stupid mosquito. She's a 77-year-old retiree. She gets into one fender bender and her kids take away her license, but then also force her to move into a retirement home because they think she's, I guess, losing all capability of life. I don't know, 77 is not that old. My mom's 73, so I'm like, oh wow, they just gave up on her. So they moved her into a retirement home, which is the same one they moved their father into, who she's divorced from. But it's a big enough retirement home that if those two don't want to have to deal with each other, they can avoid each other. So at the beginning of this, you know, she's just getting used to being placed in this retirement home. She didn't really want to be in a retirement home. She's just doing it for the kids because they're busy adults with their own lives and they don't want to have to stress about their mom, right? So she goes in and she meets this British guy right off the bat. I don't remember. Moth. His name is Moth because his real name is Timothy. So his nickname is Moth. They hit it off pretty quickly and they start a romantic relationship. And at this point in the story, the relationship has been consummated. And I know that after this is where we're going to start learning about the pregnancy and what all that means and what that entails. And it's just cute, fun. There are some parts that are a little slow moving. She's explaining certain things and I'm like, okay, you know, it's interesting information, but I feel like it could have been condensed a little more. The writing is not overly purple prose or anything very descriptive, so it's more just explanatory, and that is fine, but those are the parts where I think it slows my pacing down a bit. The dialogue is great. I feel like the humor in this between the two characters, the two main characters, well, I should say our main character, what is her name? Pepper, and the British guy that she's having relations with. I feel like they have a great dialogue. So the parts that are more dialogue heavy, I'm enjoying a lot more than the parts that are more the build up of the story. And part of that could have been that I was just really distracted this weekend. And so those parts, like, I kind of wanted to just keep getting to the dialogue, which I felt was really fun and playful. And it was hard to read because I was getting distracted a lot. So I'm having a good time so far. I don't feel like this is going to be a 5-star read, but it's fun to be reading something a little different than what I've read in a while. This is just a contemporary fiction. I love the setting with all these older characters and all these reminiscences about their past and what it's like to be an older person in this community home where everybody is like within a 40-year age range. So it's not even like they're all close in age. And it's just a lot of fun. And I can't wait to see what shenanigans happen as we find out that she gets pregnant and what the heck that means, how you get pregnant at 77 years old. Okay, so I got this for Mom while we were there because she really loves
Boba.
Oh,
how
I thought
cute.
it was really
Flexible
cute.
keychain.
So let's see what she ends up getting.
Ooh. Mystery package.
Mystery! And these are the options. They're all pretty darn cute. You got a Sasquatch, Mothman,
Ooh.
Loch Ness Monster, Cactus Cat, Jackalope, and Yeti. And a secret one, too.
I would like any of those. Let's see what I got.
Oh, that's the Mothman.
Oh. Isn't that cute?
That is so cute. Look at the little bobas inside.
Oh, I didn't see the bobas.
That's pretty. Oh, look at the little stars on the bottom. What do you think of your Mothman? That goes in your purse. Your backpack.
Oh, the bobas are kind of clear.
Yeah, they are.
You can hardly see them. I didn't.
Also, sorry about the background noise. We had a fridge emergency and our kitchen flooded, and we have this giant dehumidifier that they put in our kitchen, so it makes a lot of noise. It's really loud, and that's just going to be the thing for a little bit. Then I got me 3 things. Don't mind my desk. It's a mess right now. I haven't cleaned it recently. I got a Nickelodeon collectible vinyl mini series because I did grow up on Nickelodeon. There's only a few of these that I don't know that well that I'll probably end up getting them, but like I never really watched these shows or this guy from the Thornburgs. I don't know who she is. I probably know who she is, but I don't need her. So I wouldn't mind getting all these other ones. all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 that I'm like, I don't need those. I don't really... I watched Arnold. I did watch Arnold, but I would prefer to get All Real Monsters. Those are my favorites. And Cat Dog, Ren and Stimpy would be fine. Would love the Rugrats. Would love Rocco's Modern Life. SpongeBob SquarePants. Yeah, so basically, I mean, I'm happy to get whatever I get. But I do have preferences, so we'll see what happens. Number 1 choice, though, Ickis or Crumb. Those would be the ones I want the most. Absolutely. Okay, so let's see what I do end up getting. Let's find out. Okay. Manifesting Ickis or Crumb. Probably going to get one I don't know. That's just the way it works out, right? Oh, Helga.
Oh, you know her.
Yeah.
She's a little brat, isn't
she? She is a little brat. So, you know, from Hey Arnold. Even she is a fun little character. But that's pretty cute. These are cute.
She's really cute.
That's adorable. She's just a little jerk. I should have got more than one of these ones, the Nickelodeon ones. Then when we were at the place where we got our mochi pineapple, they had these ham bang desserts, which are these cute little hamsters with desserts. So I really like the Jell-O mold, and I really like the espresso. Let's see if I can zoom in. The espresso teacup. The honey toast is so cute. Strawberry souffle. These ones are okay. I'll probably end up getting them because they're not my favorites, but they're still okay. And this one's a melon jelly pudding. If it's anything like this one, then I'll probably really like that one too. So we'll see what I get. Fingers crossed I get this one, or this one. And then this one. And these two are my lesser favorites of these. Okay, this one's got a pull tab like Mom's. The box is even cute on these ones. Is it that one? Does it already tell you? It tells you on the bag? Well, that's also the one that's on the front of this, so.
May or may not be that. I would think.
Oh, I think I saw what I got. Dang it! They have the little card in there. And it's one of the ones I didn't want.
Oh.
That's okay. It is still cute. Look at this little guy. So you got his little, and then look at his little butt.
Is that a dog?
No, they're hamsters.
Oh, hamster. Oh,
It's a
my
ham
God.
bang
Look at the little
cone.
feet in the back.
I know, isn't that cute? The reason I knew was because I looked in here and this was facing up, so I knew it was the little cone, cookies and cream cone. It is cute. It's definitely cute. That is pretty darn. Look at its little cheeks. And there's its little, mind you, don't show that off. But this is really cute. It's really good quality too. It's hefty as well. Oh, it's so cute. And then finally, I got one of these mystery plush keychains. It's moth. And look how cute these are. It says cups of tea. Okay, so there's milk tea is the brown one. Lavender tea is the purple one. Peppermint tea is the green one. Oh, I like that. Peach tea is pretty. That's the peachy colored one. The wild berry tea and the rare one is the hibiscus tea. Ooh, which one do I want? Actually, I like them all, so it doesn't really matter, I don't think.
Except you don't like to drink hibiscus tea.
Yeah, I don't like to drink hibiscus tea, but that's a pretty moth. I do like peppermint tea a lot, drinking-wise. And then I love milk tea. Of the colors, though, I like them all. I like the peach one a lot. The wild berry's pretty too, and so is the hibiscus. But you know what? I'll get what I get. I'm finding that I'm just jinxing myself if I say what I don't want or what I want anyways. So I'm going to say that, or maybe I should just say the one I least want is the one I want. And then I'll end up getting that one, because if I say it's the one I least want, that seems to be what I end up getting. So here is the little squishable bag. Honestly, these moths are all cute, so it's just a difference of colors. I don't really care about that. So let's see what I get. What color is it? Ooh, it looks like it's the raspberry one, or wild berry tea. Oh, how cute. Look how cute it is. Oh, that's perfect. And then there's its little wings. I'm trying to fluff it up a little bit so it look alive, little guy, look alive. These are so cute. I like the little moths.
Oh, very cute.
That is adorable. That is really freaking cute. Look at the little mothy. It's gonna go in my purse. I showed Elisa what I got. She's like, that's very you. There was also a worm, and I looked at the worm and I was like, oh, maybe that one. And then they had a couple other like buggy type ones or different things that I was like, those look like me. And yeah, she's right. Those are very me. Now I want to show you some of my freebies that I got when I was wandering around the performance. I did give some of the ones I got away because the people I was with like had preferences for Suga or RM or, you know, what have you, the different people within BTS if you don't know. Okay, so I did consolidate them so they're not in the little packages that you get them from people, but this one I got from someone, and she put the clasp on backwards, but that can be fixed. And it's just this little charm, and it has a little Ziploc thing with the picture. Let me turn this around. This is the album cover, and let's see if I can zoom in. There we go. So there's that. Was there anything on the other side? Oh yeah, and it just says BTS World Tour. And yeah, it's just cute. People like to make these and then give them out. Just hand them out randomly for free. So that was really cute. And then inside this little bag, there goes my book, which has like little cute, pretty confetti in it. I had this little dimple bracelet, which is a song. I don't know if I actually heard the Dimple song yet. I've got to look that up. But it's got stars on it too, which works for Starzak. And then doesn't one of the, is it RM that has a dimple and everybody goes crazy over his dimple or something like that? I don't know. But I think this is mostly supposed to be for the song. Then I got this cute little Jimin keychain that somebody made. It's got stars on it, and then the BTS, oh, you can't see it. Then the BTS purple, and it says Jimin, who is just such a pretty guy. And with a pretty voice as well. And then Elisa, when she picked up her merch at the pop-up, she got a mystery bag for one of the cards. I don't know what you call them technically. This is a little crooked. And she's like, if it's Hobie, I'll give it to you. And sure enough, it ended up being Hobie. So she gave it to me, which was really sweet. And this is official. She's like, don't get rid of that. That's official merch. That's not like a freebie. It's officially from Weverse. So that was really cute. Yeah. So that one is adorable of Hobie. And then I got a couple others that had like a piece of gum in it, and then like a little purple heart, because that's their signature color for BTS, and a little piece of candy. And then in those it would come with a picture. So here you got Jimin and Suga. And yeah, that's really cute. Just so random little pictures. It says their information, it tells you their Instagram so that you can friend them, be part of BTS Army and friend all these people. So you got somebody else's thing that they added into it. So I got another one of Hobie, so that was really cool. And this is, people make these. They just make these and they get them ready for these concerts. And that's just really fun. And then it has like a little capybara sticker in it and a little purple heart sticker because of purple. And then we got V and RM on this one. So that's all I have. Like I said, I gave a few things away, which, you know, I didn't feel bad about, because if they're going to be more excited about it than I am, then I'm very happy to give it away. And it just seemed like everybody there was so generous and just wanting to give stuff, and they didn't care that you didn't have anything to give back to them. They just wanted to hand out all these freebies and give people all these little mementos and stuff that they made. It was so cute. I think it's a very sweet fandom. They're just all so wholesome. I hope that they're not too crazed. But you know, it seemed very wholesome and sweet and fun, and everybody was so friendly. So that was nice, especially considering you're at a concert where there's 61,000 people. They said it was like 61,000 people. That gets crowded. It gets too much sometimes, but everybody was really kind and nice and was being kind to each other, which I thought was great to see. And finally, I got myself 4 packages of the new Secrets of Strixhaven for Magic the Gathering mystery packet things. Jordan and Shar are really into Magic now, and they're trying to get us into Magic as well. So I'm trying to get excited and want to play. Not that I didn't enjoy our first time playing, it's just been once, and I haven't really had a chance to play since. But I really liked the idea of this College of Strixhaven because you get to do a quiz and find out which college you're going to be a part of. I ended up getting placed in Prismari, which is the College of Elemental Arts. It says express yourself with the elements. It's a creative, beautiful, and elemental college where we have paint to theater to music to dance. And I'm like, I loved dance. I did dance a lot, and I love music, and I love singing. So I do want to get a set for Secrets of Strixhaven and have it be a Prismari set. So I'm going to give 2 of these to Mom, and I'm going to have 2 for myself, and we'll open them up and find out what we got. And if I don't know if you want to see like there's 14 cards in each of these, but if I find anything really cool, I'll show them to you. This feels like such a creepy card. Transcendent Archaic. Look at it though. And then that's the creature avatar, and then I also have this one, Aberrant Mana Worm. That's actually quite cool. I do love the ones that have holographic. Ascendant Duskkeeper and Oracle Cleric. I got another hollow one. Ooh, Soaring Stone Glider, Elephant Cleric. This one's a cool looking card. It's a legendary creature. It does something. I still don't know what all the wording on these ones means. I gotta figure them out. Oh, and I really liked this one, Pest Brood Sloth. It is, when this creature dies, create 2/1/1 black and green pest creature tokens. Okay, it was kind of a rough day today, so I didn't do any vlogging or much vlogging. I did a little bunny drawing tutorial with one of the kiddos that I was working with this morning, and so that was a lot of fun. And then the rest of the day just felt exhausting, and I think part of the problem is I haven't caught up from the weekend, but there's also a lot of stuff going on right now in life. And you know how sometimes little things don't feel like a big deal and they're not that painful, but when there's a lot of little things going on, a lot of little things, it just adds up, and it's like death by a thousand cuts sort of thing. I'm kind of feeling that right now. I'm just feeling emotionally and mentally exhausted. So I didn't do much when I came home. I did a bit of scrolling on my phone, but I did get to read a little bit of this. And I've made it to page 94. And one of the things I'm wanting to kind of come back to, because I had mentioned before that some of the sections where they're just explaining things don't feel, I'm just not enjoying them as much. And there's something about this story that is a very emotional story. It could be a very thoughtful and heartening story. And those moments don't bring the emotion for some reason. And I don't know if that's me, if that's the state of mind that I'm in, or if as I'm reading this, I want to connect to the characters emotionally, but I don't feel like it's happening. And I'm still enjoying it. I enjoy the characters. They're fun. The conversations they're having are interesting. It's not a terrible read, but at this point, it feels like it's within the 3-star range because the impact isn't there. For some reason, the impact of the emotions, of the significance of how she's reflecting on her life and what life means, what it means to have a child, what it means to get pregnant, what it means to have miscarriages. All these things are really heavy topics. They're really important topics. And granted, there is a lot of comedy in this book, but those moments aren't meant to be comedic. They're meant to be thoughtful. And somehow the emotion is not coming through. So I'm reading it. I understand the feelings she's having. Obviously, I don't understand them as deeply as someone who have had the same experiences, but I understand what I'm supposed to understand about it, but I'm not feeling the significance behind it all. So I just read these sections and I just read them. I don't get teary-eyed. I don't feel sympathetic. I don't have any strong feelings in my own reaction to this. So that tells me that there's something missing, because I love a great emotionally charged scene in a book. And there are sections where I should be feeling strong feelings, and for some reason the writing isn't getting me there. So far, she still is pregnant. I really don't know what that means for a 77-year-old woman. I get the fear she has. Fingers crossed tomorrow's a better day, and I feel like reading, I feel like doing other stuff, and just feel better. So today we're getting a new fridge. This is our old fridge from 1997 is when it was birthed. And we'll have a new beautiful one by the end of the day. Okay, so we lost a fridge and gained this mess. Oh, they torn. Completely torn out. But we got a new fridge. Look at this beautiful thing. Oh, it's already on. Nice. Cool. I finally finished Enormous Wings by Lori Frankel. It took me 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and this is not a very long book. That probably says a lot about my feelings on this book. There's a lot about it I liked, a lot about it that I appreciated. I do enjoy a political fiction that's kind of heavy-handed, especially when it's on topics I find very compelling and very interesting. This, of course, talks about abortion rights, and it talks about situations where rights of women are not being recognized, and the whole body and the human is not being recognized for its importance when compared to a fertilized embryo. So there was a lot of that in this book, and I didn't go into this knowing that. I'm not surprised, but that wasn't what I was looking for when I went into this book. I was just most intrigued by the fact that it was a 77-year-old woman that got pregnant. So that part of it didn't actually turn me off, and I know it did turn off some of the reviewers, just how heavy-handed it was. For me, it was looking at this as a fiction story and how well I got into it, how well I enjoyed it, what I felt about the characters, and the level of emotion it evoked. And I felt like this story as a story itself was interesting, but it could have been a lot more interesting. I love reading from an older protagonist. I feel like there were so many relationships in here that were highlighted, and the level of importance of those relationships should be extremely emotional, and the experiences of our main character should be extremely emotional. And they were written so that there were moments when she was feeling strong emotion, but that emotion didn't come through for me. There was maybe one time at the end when I choked up a little bit because we were looking at how strongly she felt about her children and the people within her life that she loved and cared for. But throughout this story, there are huge emotionally impacting things happening. And I felt a little detached from all the emotions. And they didn't hit as hard as you would hope in a book like this. So I would definitely say approach this book from your own perspective, because it could have just been the way it was written for me. However, if you're interested in these topics, it's still a fun book to read. These are fun characters. You get to spend a lot of time with these characters in an assisted living facility, which is a fun setting. And there are so many unique characters throughout this story that I enjoyed hearing from. So overall, I'd probably give this a 3.5. I had a hard time picking this up sometimes. It wasn't even like it was a hard read to read. I just was not excited to pick it up every single time. So maybe a 3.25 stars feels a little more accurate. There were moments of this that felt a lot higher, but as a whole story, it's probably going to be a 3.25 for me. I don't regret reading it, and maybe at a different time when I have a little more bandwidth to be able to offer, this would have felt different for me. However, that's how I felt about this book right now. So this was sort of a sporadic vlog where you got little tastes of things that happened for me over the last 2 weeks while I was reading Enormous Wings by Lori Frankel. Oh, by the way, this one worked for my new releases. This was my May 2026 new release. So that one is completed. I probably should show you that, shouldn't I? I'm starting it now. All right, here we go. So here's my bingo board. I'm not going to be able to complete anything for this because I just finished the new releases, which is here. For May, I did Enormous Wings, Lori Frankel. And the next one I'm going to be working on is by the hundreds, my 700-page book, Aragon by Christopher Paolini. So this is going to be a hefty book. I hope it doesn't take too long for me to read. Let me know in the comment section down below if you're currently trying to finish off everything you possibly can for HRCYED, or if you've made alterations to HRCYED so that you'd have the ability to complete something like I did. Also, let me know if you're going to participate in 3.0, because it's so tempting, isn't it? But if I were to do it again, I would have to do it in a different way, kind of like how I'm finishing it out. I'd have to do it a different way because I don't want to be beholden to this readathon throughout a whole year. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe so you can see what happens when I read Aragon, what my thoughts are on this one, and as I continue and hopefully finish my HRCYED plan. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.